If a buyer backs out, don't panic.
Don't panic.
That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Bonnie Barnes with Cisco Realty, serving the greater Grand Lake area.
I'm Lindsay Toysvik, realtor with Cisco Realty.
You know, and sometimes home sales don't go straight from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a lot, most of the time there's a lot of detours.
Yes.
But sometimes there's a break and we have to start over.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen all the time.
No, I mean, it doesn't happen too terribly often.
I mean, we're starting to see it a little bit more, I think, than we have in the past.
Yes.
But still, it's uncommon, so we don't want people to panic.
No.
But occasionally, buyers do back out of a deal for one reason or another.
Yeah.
You know, it can be because of something found during inspection. It can be because financing fell through. It could be because of cold feet, life circumstances change. There's a number of different things that could cause a buyer to back out of a deal once, you know, you have an accepted contract.
Yeah.
But the first thing we want sellers to know is don't panic.
Don't panic. It's going to be okay.
That's right. It's going to be just fine. Especially if you have an agent to help guide you through the process and help you figure out what to do next. You know, because that's what we're here to talk about today.
Absolutely.
What to do next. You know, it is a letdown.
It is a bummer when you think things are going nice and smooth, they're going this way, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, it just kind of halts.
Yeah, the sellers, you know, are mentally moved out. They're already moved on. They're thinking about their next house.
Yeah.
And then this happens. Yeah. You know, like I said, having a good agent who can help you calm down and walk you through the steps and not just relist. Because there's, you know, you don't want somebody that's just going to be like, just relist it. Because there are definitely things that need to be looked at or done when it happens. If it's financing,
there's just not a whole lot you can do. You know, I mean, that is definitely a put it back on the market situation.
Yeah, and probably put something in the broker's remarks that it was financing. That way, it removes the whole question, why did this deal fall through, before it even gets asked. Because, let's face it, that's the first question a new buyer is going to have is there something wrong with the house? Why did the last sale fall through?
That's always my question as an agent when I see a house go back on the market.
Exactly. So if it's financing, probably the best thing your agent can do is to put something in the broker remarks so that other agents see it, you know, that, you know, the financing fell through. So that way that question is answered before it's even asked. And the other people know that it wasn't because there was an issue with the house. You know, but what if it's inspection related?
If it's inspection related, we have to disclose that.
You know, your property disclosures more than likely will have to be updated to reflect, you know, what was found. And sometimes maybe it's best to fix the issue that was found rather than just putting it back on the market.
And you know what? That varies situation to situation. It depends what it is. You know, and there's different routes you can go. I mean, say you need a new roof. Well, you can offer an allowance. You can replace the roof. There's options.
Yeah.
Depending on your circumstance.
The allowance one isn't one
it's not my fave.
Yeah.
But it's an option.
The problem with allowances a lot of time though is lenders don't like them.
True.
So I try to stay away from allowances.
Yeah.
But there are, like you said, there are definitely options. You know, disclose, of course, is the first option. Depending on what's wrong with the roof or why, you might be able to talk to your insurance company.
Yep.
So, you know, that would be an option. Of course, you could fix it. But, you know, let's say you don't have the money to fix it.
Yeah.
Then we need to go back to either the other two options or, you know, it's even possible, you know, to basically, as you were saying, like an allowance type thing, but if we put the money in escrow at closing or something, that works better for the lender.
Yeah.
So definitely different things. If it's a foundation issue, you're probably definitely better off to try to fix it if you can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're probably looking at reducing the price significantly.
And with these, it depends on the house.
Mhm.
I mean, are we talking $20,000 house? Are we talking a $2 million? Or are we talking a middle of the road house? I mean, it really depends on what the seller is willing to do, what they're trying to get out of it,
Mhm.
what they're willing to put into it.
What-
It just depends.
You know, the seller's circumstances. Is this an estate sale?
Mhm.
Do they have another house already under contract that they're moving to that they need to get this sold quickly?
Mhm.
There's a lot of different circumstances. Every house sale is different, and the solution is going to be different every single time, which is why you need an agent
Mhm.
that can help you work through those steps, because it's definitely a case-by-case call
Mhm.
on what needs to be done. Like I said, it may or may not need a price adjustment.
Yeah.
We don't assume that you have to drop the price just because you're putting it back on the market. What are some other things that you can think of that sellers may need to think about if their sale falls through?
I think that they just need to they don't panic. They need to keep an open mind about it. Talk to your agent.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, this is not one of those situations you just type it into Google and it spits out an answer, because they're all so different. So, it really just depends.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do what's right for you.
Yeah, every situation is different, and you really need an agent to guide you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're thinking about selling and looking for a good agent, give Cisco Realty a call.
Have a good week.